I just was sitting here talking a minute. Just had nothing to do with anybody on here. Just so everybody knows, but just in case there's some people down there at the pig that may get on here or someone that shops down there. Hazel's thing is just, it don't make sense. I mean, like I said, I know they don't make I know they don't make a lot down there, but it's like I put out here on video before. I was trying to get me and my wife a few clothes dried, go up there to washing place, and this person acted like she couldn't spare not even $1 or just $2 so we could get a couple of clothes washed. So, my wife, I reckon, had her last trip the other day, and she's saying in there, she's talking about all this and all that stuff now, because she knows I'm on here putting some things on here. She knows because, I at one time told her, every now and then I get on here and put a video out about something. But, because I don't want to go in there and get all up in her face about things. There's that Monica person in there. I don't even want to ride in that car either. But they try to say things about me. They try to accuse people of things, and they just like they're a bunch of gossipers down there that likes to put things in people's heads. My wife, she's a little more emotional than me. My emotions flat out tell you like it is, whether you like it or not. You don't see me crying too much, but my wife, it hits her a little differently. Me, it takes a lot, and then some to break me down. It ain't easy. I'll just say this, real quick, that it's bad when you can't really trust anybody. And this person that not Monica but the other one, we had heard that it was family, some form of family. Well, if you can't count on if they'll give you rides, why won't they give you $1 or two so you can have a few clothes? We had our dryer tire up. I was going to get somebody within the next day or so. I was just going to put a few clothes. I told my wife I wasn't going to take a whole bunch of them because I knew she wouldn't have that much time. But I was going to try to work something out, and I realized, that we can't count on nothing. And so apparently, what my wife just told me, which I wouldn't doubt it because I didn't know Hazel that good. I wouldn't doubt if she told some stuff, but just what my wife told me, it would not surprise me. Although, me and Hazel at one time, was done, and I never asked for her to give us a ride. The whole thing was when she saw us sitting over there, she started talking to us. Now she's mad because me and my wife want to, go talk to her now. But anyway, I just don't trust anybody now. If something comes, I'll know it, and we'll have something that can last us for the rest of our life. But I'm not taking anything less than that, and what our deal is. I ain't going to get on here and say a whole bunch of hateful things. I don't like, Monica and them. I don't like, Hazel going around doing what she's doing, but I'm not going to do something silly, something stupid. I'm just going to stay away. I go in there, I'm going to shop, do what I got to do, me and my wife, and we'll get out. You know, I'm not going to take the low road. I already said my piece, but I just kind of found some of this little bit out. Thought we was going to use her. Lord have mercy. If I didn't think I could pay you a dollar or two back, yeah, it might be next week. It might be in a few days, but Lord, it's not like me or her asked for $20. Lord, she borrows cars every time she has one of those tear up. She has a grandson over there that lives with her. She gives him, my wife said when she's in the car, she told her grandson she's in a car with her. Like, God dang, why do you got to tell everything, Lord? You know, because you know how people are, and that's, I've seen it from my own eyes. And some people might say, well, I don't see much wrong with it. Well, live around here, you will. Trust me, it's a gossip world in this little part of Decatur, Tennessee. But no, up till just recently, I mean, when that happened, I thought, well, took it. I didn't think nothing would, and the fact that she lied and give, like $30 to her grandson for a phone bill. Phone bill. Well, I knew she had money. I didn't say she was rich at all. I figured she wasn't rich if she's working at the pig and they're only paying $8 and some odd change. But hell, I could pay a dollar or two back. I've never, hardly ever asked, except for my grandmother, which I lived with her. And most time, even sometimes didn't even have to ask her. A lot of times she used to take me, offer me to go to, Walmart or where we was going. If I didn't want to go, I'd go over and see Doc for a while. Mm-hmm. But, shoot the bull with Doc. But it's just getting where now it's getting really, really tough. I mean, me and my wife's gonna have to cut this. That's why I was telling her back when I first found out that, and I figured, and I kind of cut my wife off when she told me that little bit about, how she didn't have that to spare, and I was like, I'm gonna call it bullshit, because I know it is. And my wife's kind of, at the time, she's kind of between the fence, but, I reckon the other day, the last time she rolled in there, I don't know what that was, but it's one of them days when she went to a guest
Thursday. Thursday.
Well, I mean, it don't surprise me, like I said, because, people have, been doing that for a good while now. But it wasn't our deal to have her take us home or anything, but we was glad to get a ride home if that was an option. And she never said no, hardly, except for when she had, a doctor appointment, which we understood, and we always had Seth or somebody else take us home.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. And I mean, Roger's been pretty good to us. So, I mean, one time we were kind of in a pickle. And, okay. All right.
I promise.
Oh, you'll be all right. But one time, without me, asking him to, I'd just tell him, me and her was having it a little bit rough, but I didn't ask him for any money. But, he loaned me $5, and I made sure, I thanked him and everything, and he didn't ask to be paid back. If he did, I would have paid him back. Because, but like I said, things like that have happened, where fellas gotten, and somebody goes out of their way to do that, but then, they know that they're just not as trustworthy as they used to be. And if me and my wife can't trust you, and we try to treat everybody good and equal, like I said, it's not going to be one of these long ranting videos. I'm just trying to come out and tell people why we can't at least, give you the benefit of the doubt because you treat other people like your family and your. I mean, if you treat them bad and I don't know about it, well, that's your business. But I'm saying the majority of people treats their family and their little girlfriends and all their little clique. Oh, and their little clique or whatever it is, if they got, they treat them like I don't know what, it's like, what's the deal? I mean, we don't have that stuff because we don't need it, and it's not enough to do anything with anyway. Everybody up here where we live has things they do during the day. They work, they have probably a husband and kids go home to, have to cook dinner, have to wash clothes or take a shower, go to bed, get up, do the same thing the next morning. I know most of these people down at this store that we're going to go to here in a little bit, they work at least 5 days a week. Majority of them are there 5 days a week. Saturday and Sundays is kind of a little odd, a little different, It's probably some of the younger kids that he has working on those days because he probably doesn't expect it to be full, Which at times, even now, you can go out today and it might, and most time like on a Wednesday. Now I've been in there a couple of Wednesdays before, and it's been dead, and it usually is, no matter what day you go in there. But he's the only grocery store in town. Gene Wade is the pig, Piggly Wiggly. But no, unless it's something to do with our unicorn bestie offer, I'm going to stop riding in these people's cars. I mean, Roger, I'll be all right with him because I know he wouldn't do us wrong, and I know that he's got a good heart, unlike most of these people. Miss Hazel, she's up in her years and stuff, but she's not disabled. She's not or anything, or it's not like she has problems. She just come out with it, And I figured me and my wife had probably pushed her luck, even though we didn't ask her to give us rides home. This has been a few years ago when she first saw us sitting over there. Oh.
I took Roger his mail for him.
But
because he's not feeling well.
But anyway, we'll
Stop.
get off here and listen. My wife wants to say a few quick little things.
No.
Okay. Well, I'll get off here. We might do a longer one tonight or sometime or another. But I was just gonna I ain't surprised, like I said though. I had kind of figures. They think they fooled me, but my wife knows I kind of.
No, it was my husband.
No,
it was my husband.
I had told her over here in the house, like she's admitting to, because.
Nobody can fool my husband.
No. You might think that you're doing it, but in reality. The old saying is actions speak louder than your words. And in this case, though, you could actually say the words spoke just as loud as their actions because, in this case, this woman why would you even agree to help give us a ride when we never asked? That's my thing. Me and my wife was sitting over minding her own business. Just wait. I won't be talking unless that one. She was there or something. I might talk to her for a minute.
She said she had to read one her daughter wanted to give me.
But
It's a girl.
But anyway, I'll check that one out. But anybody else?
Well, Roger's okay.
Yeah. Well, I've said that. But anyway, I'm gonna get off here because it could be at any time.
Anything ain't gonna be here for a while.
Well, I don't want to make it a long one and not be able to get out. I'm already at 15 minutes. It don't take long to get started. But no, we'll be back on a little bit sometime or another.